Hey guys, People Close Gamers, back to Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 9, Supergirl Lives. So it's felt like quite a while since I've reacted to Supergirl. That was like the only show I was caught up on because it was, the mid-season finale for Supergirl was part of the crossover, which was like 4 days after Thanksgiving, so it was like a Thanksgiving-themed episode and stuff like that. So it's been like 2 months or so I really missed Supergirl. I think, in my opinion, personally, out of the 4 CW shows, Supergirl, for me, has been the best. It's been my favorite so far this season. I think the way they've handled the Alex story, Kara's story, the way they kind of broke her and Jimmy up, even though it was a little awkward, I like what they've done there. I don't really like the whole Guardian thing going on right now, but at least they're giving Jimmy some material outside of Kara. We had Superman this season, a whole bunch of DC cameos, especially for villains, and, the Luthor's in here, so even the choreography, not having the weird kind of awkward cables that she's on, and a lot more CGI that looks really good. So all in all, it's been a really, really good season. So I'm expecting a lot here coming off of the mid-season finale, which I thought was great. I thought like I said, the whole first season, the first half of the season was great. Supergirl Lives, interesting title. I think Kevin Smith, this is the episode of Supergirl he directed. So he directed a Flash episode last season, which was the Runaway Dinosaur episode 21. And then he directed Killer Frost, I believe, this season of The Flash, which is episode 7. And now he's jumped over to Supergirl here for the mid-season premiere. Superman Lives, I believe it was called, was the title of the Nick Cage Superman movie that happened way back in the day. And then they recently had a documentary about a year or two ago that John Schnepp did, which was really good. It was on, I think, Stars or whatever I watch on, so it was excellent on there. And I think Kevin Smith wrote the first draft to the original Superman Lives movie, so it's nice that they're kind of giving an homage to that. I don't know if there'll be any more homages to the script, but there could be. And yeah, I mean, the last time we checked in on Supergirl, we had Mon-El pretending he didn't remember Kara's kiss and vice versa. These weird aliens that are tracking him. We had kind of Lena Luthor's mother, kind of, Lillian Luthor tried to make her big play to kill all the aliens. Didn't work. Lena ended up being on her side, which was really good. And Maggie and Alex got together, which was also really good for me, being a Sandberg shipper and everyone else. It was just a nice handled arc as well. So, without further ado, here we go. Oh, Roulette, maybe we'll get her in this episode. You know she's coming. Why would you rob things in National City or Metropolis? You have all these other cities on the planet that they don't protect. Go there. Alright, Kara, let's not kill them by tipping over the van. Once again, I don't know how and when he got so good at fighting, but apparently he's always been that good. I do like the shield, though. Yeah. He's got to be a little bit more careful. Got to have a little bit more common sense there, Win. I love when she lands like that. It is so cool.
It's bothering me. Crinkle. I'm gonna get Botox for that. If you can figure out a way to get a needle in my skin.
Yeah, that's not going to work out too well here.
Come over. We could catch up on the night out.
Someone's going out.
I can't.
Yeah.
I have plans.
You got to get used to her being in a relationship now, Kara. She won't be there as much.
I can't have a girlfriend. Oh,
Oh, Alex. Someone's staying over for the night, huh? Damn, we've gone to that stage already.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yep. You better get used to her being a nut, Maggie.
I think I am getting used to it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rein her in. That's cute. I like that. If they don't make it super cliche, they handle it right, I'll be happy. Hey, snap her car. Really, Jimmy? We're gonna make it this obvious? This is me with my coffee. Do not talk to me until it's finished. Okay, who are you? Snapper cannot win this morning. Somebody's mother or something? Okay, there we go. Always some parent that has a missing kid or something. Snapper's not gonna like how that car just promised her false hope when they might not be able to find her.
To find your daughter, why would you tell her that?
Yeah, exactly.
What exactly is club soda?
That's a good point. He has no idea.
Thanks for meeting me.
I wonder what she gave her. Oh, Maggie. Yeah, go to the detective. That makes sense.
Portal here.
Either Cadmus or some weird alien group. Something's going on. Roulette? Who the hell knows? Oh Lord. She plays a good villain though. All I can see when I look at her is Sky's mother. But it's still just great to have her on the show. She looks like Roulette. She has the mentality of Roulette, so that's why I really like there. But Kara, in the weird funk that she's in, it could maybe have to do with also, Alex now in a relationship. She had that weird kind of kiss thing going on with Mon-El last episode that both of them want to pretend that they don't remember on either side of it. So that might, go to the fact that she just doesn't know what to do anymore. And, we'll see. We'll have to see her, I guess, come around a little bit.
That's weird.
I hate Bloodborne.
It's missing persons. You want me to come with you? No. You just keep on.
She wants to see Maggie so bad. You loser. You're reading a highlights magazine that is for children. God, I used to get that as a kid.
Hello.
Hi.
It's like they were just a couple looking for a house and they sprang up when the real estater came in. Some kind of portal. Okay. Alright, so we got an alien here and they're pushing them through to some planet. Except these are not two ordinary test subjects. The two superpowered beings.
Tell Alex what happened and make sure it's straight up with me. I'm going in there.
It hurts her when she hits them. Okay. Red sun. That's why. Shit. Let's go back through the portal, Kara. This is not a good place to be. Thank you, Mon-El. What is with people not paying attention to their surroundings in this episode? Can't go back. Yep, well, that's just ironic, and of course, the portal just goes out as soon as they're about to walk through it. So that's cliche, but this is cool. I like that they're putting them on a red sun planet right off the bat here. So Mon-El is just affected just as much as she is, because they both planets did orbit the same sun, so that makes sense here. So I want to see where that goes going forward. And I guess no one really cares about Wind, where Kara was like, it looked like she was concerned about his black eye, but Alex didn't seem like she gave two shits. She's just high on, her new relationship life. She's in that honeymoon phase and she don't care about anything else. He smelled that was a troop transport? How? How did, yeah. Go right towards the danger, exactly.
Because we don't have our powers anymore.
And?
She's a hero at heart, Mon-El. She doesn't care if she doesn't have her powers. She's gonna go right into the line of danger. It's what she does.
Stop. Well, let me help.
Damn. Wind's a little pissed off. No, she is not. Don't panic, big sister. You'll get her back.
There were a lot of things there I didn't agree with.
Yeah, well, Krypton wasn't the greatest place in the world either.
No, there is one way.
Get captured. Yep, get captured and get in there as a prisoner. Because this is not the greatest plan in the world, Kara. I don't fully agree with this. It's like classic, like, let me get captured so I can get to the prisoners, because normally I wouldn't be able to, but the risky thing here without the powers, it seems like not everyone is bad on the planet. The guy who captured them, he just seemed like, he's living out there in the desert and, he kind of fears anyone coming into his home. He doesn't seem like he causes them any harm. He kind of seems like he fears the people in the fortress, so he could become an ally. Roulette. She couldn't have the business on Earth, so go to another planet and have the business of dealing with aliens. Smart.
Is toxic to Martians. Some kind of silicate in the atmosphere.
Of course it is.
I can't help Clara.
Alex, we need you to get over there with Maggie, figure this shit out. Call Guardian. Come on.
Like 5 minutes.
Alex, calm. Don't ruin
I'm
it.
sorry. This was a mistake. I'm sorry. You have to go.
Alex.
I can't.
Draw back. Relax. Relax. You're gonna hurt Maggie.
Got it. See you, Danvers.
You're gonna regret that. It's not your fault that Kara was captured.
Why are you?
It's okay.
Yeah. Wait, who's this?
Oh, great, Dominators. Are they working with them too?
Oh man, I hate these guys.
Yep. We are having a rough day, aren't we?
Scared.
It's okay.
I was afraid the first time I went out.
It's normal. You got Alex to back you up.
Fine.
And you gotta go get your best friend, so go get her.
Nobody gets better by running away.
This is true, it's good advice. Come on. You're like family to the Danvers sisters. You gotta help out. She's tough, I'll give her that. We know she is, though. She's really standing up for these people. Hey, it's better. I know it hurts, but it's better if she takes the punishment than them. Because they could die. She'll heal if she gets out of here in time. So that's very noble of Kara. That was a good conversation between her and Mon-El, because it's not only the difference between them, which is what we've been stressing since we met Mon-El. And I get his point of view. If he doesn't want to be a hero, he doesn't have to be. And it is a dangerous universe out there. And he's not necessarily saving his own skin. I mean, he has helped when he's needed. He just doesn't go looking for problems, like Kara does. But she believes, in her heart, that she was supposed to protect her cousin. You know, the whole thing of he grew up before her. Now she believes that she can really make a difference and be a hero. That's what she's here to do. And it's noble because she does have powers that almost everyone else doesn't. You might as well put them to good use. Run, people. Exactly. There's more of you than the weird lizard people. Take the gun. They should have brought more guards. I guess they underestimated us humans. Hey, she's rallying the troops once again. Good work.
You didn't give up, so neither will we.
That's what she does. She inspires people, gives hope. That's it. Now, how are we going to get off the planet? I guess at this point in the DEO, Alex or anyone else is not fazed by anything. Like, you don't know what you could find on a daily basis. Yeah. You gotta keep that gun. Definitely call dibs on that. Why? Because he's cargo? Ah, he's not to be harmed. He knows, yep. There's probably those people are looking for him. And they're probably scared of those people, or they work with them or something. That's why they wouldn't harm him. Alright, so the rest of the galaxy, or at least some of it, does know that there's a price on Mon-El's head.
Hey, we know her.
Oh my god, he cannot stop getting punched in the face in this episode. Get up, Win. You're not a red shirt. You can do it. Fight for your survival. They should have left at least one agent with him, so he had some kind of backup, but there you go, good character development. Beat a lizard with a rock. Ah, so that's a Tusken Raider guy. Good work. Yeah, so run. Ah, damn it. So one person we totally came here for. Is it kind of some kind of solar blast? Alright, cool. That comes in handy.
Say a stun grenade. Little taste of home.
Oh, we could have used that a lot sooner. Alright, get the girl out so we can go. Today, Kara. No, not the bad ship. Alright, I mean, I guess we can make that work too. On a day's work for Supergirl. Imagine if that wasn't everyone and they just realized that someone got trapped there. And there's not weird poisonous gas stuff in the atmosphere that's harmful to Martians. So it'll take some getting used to, I guess. I mean, if you think about it, he did kind of take a risk. He is going to a new environment. So technically, could it, like, maybe oxygen kill him or something? But I guess that, you know, it's comic show, so we're not supposed to think too much into it. But hey, put him in the bar, have him around other aliens. He'll get used to it. Maybe he'll come back once in a while. But Miss Alex Danvers has some apologizing to do. Now, they're wearing the same shoes. Would she raid Kara's closet? He appreciates what she does. So there you go. He's just hard on her. That's just what he does. He's proud of her, but he's not going to admit that. Oh my god, that was a quick turnaround for him. Yeah, apologizing, you will be, as Yoda would say.
And I blew a gasket because Supergirl's her sister.
Yeah. Doesn't take a genius to figure that one out, Max.
Come on. Look, I know you. The only person you get back to or not over is Kara.
Exactly. Did you think she was not going to figure that out?
I always said that too. It's kind of ridiculous. You get one, Alex.
Damn it. I don't like that ultimatum. I don't like that for future things. I don't like that at all. Alex, you better tread carefully. You're gonna lose it the next time you pull shit like that.
Hi.
Hey! You figured out what club soda was. You just make yourself at home, Mon-El.
That's what I wanted
About? Was the list.
I like this framing shot. It's really cool.
to help you keep the world spinning.
That's a good line. I like
I
that.
was spinning.
Got him his highlights fucking book.
Wow.
Oh my god.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
My very own.
Did you get him a subscription? That awkward fist bump that's eventually going to turn into a kiss once again. What do these people want with Mon-El? What do they want with Mon-El? What did he do with that prince on the planet? Are they from Daxam? A lot of questions there. Alright guys, so that's my reaction there to Supergirl Season 2, Episode 9, Supergirl Lives. So that was the Kevin Smith directed episode. It was really good. Really enjoyed that. Definitely for me so far in just the 2 shows I've watched of CW this week, this and Arrow, definitely the better mid-season premiere, I would say. And I won't say any spoilers for Arrow. Kevin Smith knows how to direct episodes. It wasn't a overly emotional episode. And what I'll say with that is just the 2 Flash episodes that he's directed so far, this being the 3rd one in the CW universe, were very emotional episodes. Last season's Runaway Dinosaur, this year's Killer Frost, a lot of emotional material there. Not like there wasn't emotional moments in this, and there was definitely things that furthered the plot. It wasn't a filler, but I would say it was, I don't know, not as heavy, dramatic, like the stakes are super real. But that's not to knock on it, even though it sounds like it was a really good episode. I don't know, and you guys can let me know down below, the actual first script that he had. Did Kevin Smith have lizard people in there or something? I know there was like, I think that at one point there was like a robot or weird something that Superman was supposed to fight. And I think in that one that was Brainiac that was supposed to be all these weird different shapes and stuff like that. So it was definitely going to be a weird movie, but I don't know if lizard people were actually in there, so you can let me know down below. But that was cool, expanding kind of this CW universe, expanding, I think she's on, what, Earth 37 or 38 or something, and expanding their galaxy and going to another planet that, you know, Alex and Wynn can just breathe on. And then the alien that even came back, you know, so I kind of worked out nicely for them. I would say for me, there's 4 main points of the episode here, and there's some important ones here. It's Kara and Mon-El. Definitely, there's a good amount of material to deal with them there. Then I would say it's Wynn, and we haven't dealt with him in a while, so we'll get into that in a major capacity. Then it's Alex's new life. And then the 4th main point of the episode is these hunters or whatever, these people hunting Mon-El. What is that about? Who are they? Are they Daxamites in disguise? What do they want with him? So starting with the first main point, Kara and Mon-El. They've had a pretty good amount of material this season since they've been introduced, which makes sense. He's the new character, she's the main character. Makes complete sense to trying to start them in some kind of relationship thing, which I wouldn't mind to just keep Kara out of a relationship at this point, but it's kind of growing on me, I guess. They're good together. They have good chemistry together, I believe. I like kind of this arc that Mon-El, as I said in the episode, didn't want to be a hero, and there's nothing wrong with that. Not like he's a bad person, not like he was doing really bad things. He doesn't want to run into danger, and that doesn't make him a coward. He's gotten involved many times. It's just like he's not going to look for trouble, as he said in this episode, because then trouble will find him. He's just trying to live his life, understand Earth and its customs, which is always hilarious when he gets things wrong, says things wrong, doesn't know what club soda is. So that always makes for the best comedic parts of Supergirl at the moment. But, their kind of banter where I believe it in this episode that we've had 4, 5, 6 episodes of Kara telling him you should be more and then him really being resistant to it. Now it's like finally, in a way, I guess, got to him where he's just like, I should do something. I think that couples into a few things. One, just Kara is continually inspired him, especially there. 2, he's not doing anything else. And 3, I think, so he's lost in the world. And then 3, he's making up for something. He tried to say it to Kara in the cell back in episode 7, The Darkest Place, I believe it was, before he got interrupted by Lily and Luther. And then Kara got her powers taken away and blah, 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 blah. He was gonna say something about that story. And then here, mention the prince, he wasn't all there, cracked up to be or whatever. There's something more to that story. Did he hit the prince or something and steal the pod? What happened there? Is that why these aliens are hunting him? There's definitely more to his backstory there that I think we'll get into. So I really do want to see that. Kara, Supergirl, obviously interchangeable. Great in this episode. They were great in both accounts. In Kara talking to Snapper, who we've seen for the first time in a while. And he didn't even have that much major screen time. And I like how, as I said in the episode, he's that classic archetype of he's, tough and mean and, he's your tough boss, but he cares. And he does appreciate the work. He goes, that a girl Danvers and stuff like that. He does want her to succeed. He's just not going to tell her outright, here's a clap and a medal, as he said. But he will be proud of her behind the scenes when she doesn't see that. So they have an interesting relationship. I really do like that. I'm still not a huge fan of Kara being a reporter like Clark. But it kind of, I guess, works for her job, and it's growing on me a little bit more. She did, there was good parts of her in this episode, obviously, her teasing Alex a little bit, and them kind of geeking out, being the losers over her new relationship with Maggie was really funny, just kind of like sisters would normally do. And I also just like her as Supergirl, once again, kind of reminiscent of the season 1 finale or so, being inspiring, giving hope to people, the people standing up like they did in last year's Flash crossover and helping out. There was more people than there were the 2 lizard guards and the doctor, so it was good that they rose up, kind of overtook them. They should have definitely had more guards there, but I guess they, suspected that the humans weren't going to be able to do anything. Did they know that Supergirl and Mon-El, their powers didn't work on the Red Sun? Probably. I mean, they seem to know their way around the universe if they're galactic slave traders, so that's probably a common thing that people know, aliens know, so they probably did know that. That's what gave them supreme confidence. But I like them in this episode, want to see more of them going forward, and they kind of had their little scene there at the end that's kind of hinting more to relationships. They have this awkward pound, even though they've kissed, and they both know it, but the other person didn't say that the other person remembered it and shit like that. So it's one of those weird, slow burn things. Probably more as he has his ups and downs as a hero, Mon-El, it'll push them closer together. The second main point of the episode here is Wynn. Now, we haven't dealt with Agent Shot in a while in terms of a major capacity. We get a little bit of Guardian in this episode. Jimmy kind of took a backseat. John definitely took a backseat in this episode. They kind of give him the cop-out of oh, that environment is toxic to Martians, so he can't go there. And that was, I think, to give Mon-El and Kara more screen time, the Alex and Maggie thing going on, and to have Wynn have kind of more of a role. He went through a weird arc in this episode, but I'm cool with it. It's one of kind of those CW, one episode arc things where you understand he gets a gun pointed in his face, he gets punched, he almost dies. That would be something traumatic to go through. But then, again, how long in a TV show do you drag that out? He turns it around right in one episode, beats the crap out of that lizard guy in kind of a very similar situation, beats him up with a rock there, and he's totally fine, and he's high on life. Maybe a little bit quick of a development. I did like Wynn getting a little emotional there in the locker room with Jimmy. We don't see a lot of that stuff out of him anymore. He's kind of just the comedian Cisco-like of the group, and Cisco's gotten a lot of interesting material, for better or worse for people, but I've liked some of the stuff that Cisco and The Flash has gotten this season, and I want to see Wynn, who's in that similar role, even though they're different characters. I want to see him get more of that kind of stuff, of anger or emotion or joy or something more than just jokes all the time. And I want to see his relationship more with Kara, not in the relationship capacity of last season, but more of the friendship. I want to believe they're more friends than just outside of work. Even him and Alex, I want more kind of a relationship building there, just with the team in general. So hopefully they have more for his character going forward, because he's one of my favorite characters of the show. So a quick arc here, but I did like it, and it is hope for the future of Season 2 here for Wynn. Third main point of the episode, is Alex's new life. So this one is a dangerous one, and not for me or anything, for Alex. And I had a feeling they were going to go this way because it's CW shows. No character almost ever could be happy without introducing either someone dying or someone getting kidnapped and tortured or breaking up a relationship for no reason or just putting in drama. All right, now I get the whole Alex thing, right? She said she was going to be crazy. She was. She freaked out. She always freaks out when something happens to Kara and vice versa. Alex is super, super protective of Kara. Their sister relationship is one of my favorite, if not my favorite part of this entire show. I think it's, there's nothing like it on television, seeing two women being sisters and having this tight bond. I really do enjoy that. But she let it go a little too far where she kind of took it out on Maggie, freaking out, saying that, you know, Alex is not used to, and I think that speech that she kind of had to Maggie at the end of the episode, explaining when Maggie said, "You have to give me more," explaining why she acted like that. She's never had happiness for herself or long-term happiness. You know, her father disappears, and then you think he's dead. Mother probably worked many hours and obviously went through her own grief. She has to take care of an alien sister, kind of hide her, blend her in. She goes through a whole phase because of what Kara is or what Alex thinks she isn't because of Kara. It turns into a party girl, kind of drops out of school. She had a rough life in terms of just not like a bad upbringing, just everything she went through. And she's going through more and more in these last year and a half or whatever it's been since the show started. It's hard for her to process all that stuff. She's finally gotten happiness after she just came to terms with her new sexuality. And then her sister goes missing and she's on another planet and she doesn't know what happened to her. And she freaked out a little bit on Maggie, who was just checking up on her. So she needs to be careful there. Because like Maggie said, you get one. And I don't like when these shows do those kind of things because that means whether Alex will freak out again or some villain or something will make it seem like Alex said something bad to Maggie. They're going to try to ruin that relationship. So that's definitely a concern for me going forward, being a supporter of what that's brought to the show, how I think it's been developed so well. But Alex has to be careful. You know, Maggie was the one, well, you know, who told Alex, like, hey, I don't really want to get, you know, involved with someone who's just fresh off the boat, right? Then she said after she, you know, came back in the mid-season finale an episode ago when she got shot, she reconsidered. She was scared as well. You can't, especially this early in a relationship, really toy with someone's emotions and just shut them out and be like, okay, we're done, this is it. Any little thing that goes wrong, you can't freak out and push them away and say the relationship's over. So Alex has to be very careful there, but I thought, even though it's kind of a cliched thing that, boom, let's introduce drama immediately, which is something I don't like, I do like kind of the reasoning, I guess, of it. It kind of gives me fear for the future of what's going to happen there. And I just kind of want them, just a relationship just to work well in these CW shows, just to have no drama in terms of like interpersonal drama. And can we just, you know, both of their jobs are dangerous enough. Can we just have people get together and, you know, that's it. You know, the same thing goes for Barry and Iris, who so far this season have been great, right? That, you know, regardless if you've seen the mid-season finale of Flash Season 3, they've been great together. There hasn't been any of these, you know, I call it in the universe, Olicity type problems. I don't want to start introducing that here in Supergirl with Samber, so they have to be careful of that. But I always love Alex material and her relationship with Kara. And kind of I want to see Kara and Maggie's relationship grow as it goes on, because you know Kara will equally be protective. So I want to see more of that going forward. And then the fourth main point of the episode, and there's not much to say here, is who are these aliens hunting Mon-El? What is this about? I've touched on earlier in the first point. Are they Daxamites, and whatever happened with the prince or whatever Mon-El was lying about, are they just in disguise and that's why they're hunting Mon-El down? Are they some kind of other alien race that for some reason was tasked to go after Mon-El or to kill all the Daxamites and they know he's the last one? It's got to be something like that. I definitely think it has to do with his backstory. Whatever he's not saying is why they're coming after him. They're certainly terrifying. They're resourceful, and I just want to learn more about them, and I assume they're going to kind of be them with Cadmus and the kind of other recurring villains, because I think Lillian Luthor will come back this season. Those are going to be our main villains for the rest of the season. Other little points of the episode, it was very cool to see Roulette again. She wasn't arrested, seemingly, so I want to see more of her. Always like seeing that actress on screen, and I think she plays that character great. It made sense that she went to the galactic slave trade after Supergirl shut down her fighting ring. The other interesting thing was seeing a Dominator in this episode. Obviously, we've seen them in the crossover. We've seen what they're capable of. They're out there. Just because our Earthlings defeated them on Earth 1 or whatever, now we see them on, I think Supergirl, you correct me down below, is Earth 37 or 38 or whatever. They're there as well. And Supergirl is now very aware of them. They've obviously, like she said, her Dominators had a history on Krypton of attacking them. So just kind of seeing them and expanding the lore, giving us something familiar, them not attacking Mon-El, the Dominator telling the lizard person not to because they, assumingly know how valued he is to the people hunting him, which makes me think that the people hunting him just want to capture him and not kill him. So that's definitely an interesting point going forward. So if you guys have any theories, I would love to hear your thoughts. But overall, that's kind of my thoughts here on Supergirl Season 2, Episode 9, Supergirl Lives, the Kevin Smith directed episode. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are there any Easter eggs I missed? Any theories you have, especially for these people hunting Mon-El? What does that have to mean here? What do you think of Kevin Smith's third directed episode here in the CW universe? Did you like it? Do you want to see him direct more Supergirl or just CW things going forward? I totally want to see him definitely direct an Arrow episode, but even a Legends one. Got to go through all the shows. So let me know if you want to see that going forward. What do you think of the whole kind of drama that was going on with Alex, and does it bode bad and kind of artificial drama that they're putting in here to this Sanders relationship, and how you feel about that? Let me know down below. What do you think of kind of Mon-El's turn to wanting to be a hero more, and how that's going to work out? I guess the little bit you've seen of Guardian, how do you feel about him and Wynn's kind of arc in this episode? And just, expanding the universe, going to another planet, seeing all these aliens. What do you think about any of that other stuff? And kind of any other thoughts, predictions, theories you have in the episode, please let me know them down below. Like the video, subscribe channel, share with your friends if you be so good. And until next week, it's Supergirl, guys. Thanks for watching.